Number 21, training. So within any environment, as we all know, there are things that you need to do as an employee, and there are things that you don't know how to do yet. So I mean, some things are intuitive, some things make sense, and then other times it's like, I don't know what I'm doing at all. I don't know what's happening. I'm just getting paid to be here. Those are the great days. Those are the better days, by the way. But when you're working, sometimes, you know, you just don't have enough of something. Like, you should know this thing, but you can't figure out what it is. You can't figure out why you should know it. And then you recall, oh yeah, it's part of my job. And this is where training comes in. Like, as a help desk agent, training is important. Training doesn't happen as often as it should, and it's really frustrating sometimes. Granted, technically speaking, as a help desk agent, you kind of got to rely on yourself, and there are the knowledge-based articles, there are the other pieces of helpful information out there that you can go and seek out and find out more and just learn the world. But it really sucks when a caller calls in and says, hey, CulBlu, can you help me fix this thing that you should know how to fix? And I'm like, sure, caller, let me look that up for you. And they're like, shouldn't you know how to do this already? And I'm like, and they're like, and you know, it just makes it worse because, like, I can't say, well, they didn't train me on it, because they should have trained me on it. I mean, I should know how to do this, and I'm on the spot, like, right there with the user, and it sucks sometimes. Granted, I'm a relatively intuitive person. I like to think so. So I will probably end up figuring out if you give me enough time, but that's just how it goes. So training is always important, and what kills me more than, you know, the few times that I get caught off guard, or the few times that a user calls in and calls me out on not being knowledgeable of the thing that I should be knowledgeable of already, is whenever I have a user who calls back in, like, you know, this is their third time calling in, fourth time calling in, they're like, blah 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 blah, complain, b-word moan, this thing and that thing, and I'm like, you know, I can just fix that by hitting this button. And I can't really speak for the last agent, but if I just hit this button, then your issue's fixed. And they're like, oh, hey, it's fixed. Wow, why couldn't you guys just do it in the first place? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the heck the other agents were doing when you're talking to them. But I mean, I can't use the excuse of, oh, that was Noida, because I don't work in that region. And for anybody who doesn't know, Noida was the other people. Like, we're global service desk. Hey, it's complication. I work for a help desk. That's all you need to know. So I can't complain about the whole, oh, that was some other agent, some other region, because we're all in the same area now. So we all belong in the same place. Like, I know the name of that agent that you just mentioned. They're sitting, like, right there in front of me. And it's just infuriating, because it's like, how do you, as an agent, not know how to do this so simple thing? Which, granted, let me be honest, is not intuitive. There's nothing intuitive about what we do. It's just, you know, we repeat it, and it's repetitive, and we do it all the time. So it becomes something that's like, okay, we should know how to do this by now. You know, it's kind of like one of those things, like, oh, because of this, then that. And it's like, oh, I see this all the time. This is your issue. Here's how we fix it. Boom, we're done. We're happy. We're all happy. And that's where training comes in. And training is difficult to do, because you can't really just pull everybody off the phones and say, hey, all right, we're going to train everybody on this. You know, you kind of got to do quirky little things like say, hey, show up on Saturday. I'm not looking forward to that. But hey, show up on Saturday so we can do some training. And it's necessary for a business to do it. And I like the fact that my area or my boss is saying, hey, we need more training. And I agree, we need more training. And as a help desk agent, it makes it less stressful. It makes it much better when you can open up a tool and know what it's supposed to do versus what you kind of stumble upon the answers for and kind of stumbled upon, all right, this is what it does because I tried it before and it happened to work, so I'm gonna keep doing it. So it's just really nice to actually have the actual answers. So training is important, but I'm not down for this whole let's show up on Saturday thing, because that sucks. Not looking forward to that. Anywho, training, really important. I think there should be more of it, and I think Helpdesk kind of overlooks it and tries to use the crutch of, hey, use your KBs, or hey, use your knowledge-based articles. And, you know, at the end of the day, we should be using our KBs, using our knowledge-based articles, asking each other questions. But when it comes down to it, especially when you put on a 15-minute call restriction, I mean, we ain't got that much time to be doing some research. We got to, like, write down a ticket, figure out the problem, actually fix it, send it up, type stuff. It's a vital part that I think a lot of people are missing, as that's like, it's like the simplest way I can put that without sounding too skewed to either side of, you know, for training or against training. Anyway, so I'm gonna cut it there. I just wanted to get that off my chest because training's important. So just please train your people, train everybody. Why am I the only person who knows how to do this? All right, yeah, whatever.